Well, I see the camera fell over again. The wind is just crazy this spring, which it really has been every spring, and pretty much year round. I should probably look into getting an actual windmill, wind turbine. I did buy that one old-fashioned windmill. It'd be cool if I could make that into a wind turbine, so I can get some electricity out. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a neat project to do. But anyways, got the pile moved over, and I got to work on cleaning up where the fence row is going to go. I got several other piles of trees in there to push around. Probably not going to do the camera, just going to keep falling over all the time. You know, I hop in the Bobcat, run around, do a bunch of work, come back. I don't know how long it's been laying on the ground, so I'll have to get the work done and show you what I'm doing. I think the wind's calmed down enough for me to set the camera back up anyways. So I went ahead and took the Mini over here and ripped out all the trees, well, almost all the trees. One I've got to really cut down, but almost all the way to where the fence is going on that side. So this was the last strip that we needed to do until we can put the fence in. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on the Bobcat, push all these trees way out there into where the burn pile is. Have to excuse the screaming kids in the background. Those baby goats are just hilarious. I'll tell you one thing about doing yard work or stuff like this is pretty much instant gratification. When you're done, you can look back and just be like, man, that looks so much better. So this little cluster of trees here, Natalie really wants to keep so the chickens have a place to hide from predators and things like that. I'm not so sold on it. I'd like to thin it out a little bit, so we'll have that discussion later. So it may end up staying at least for this year. But I pretty much got the path I wanted for the yeah, I see you over there. Now they stop. So it's right off the front of the barn right there. So we'll come right to where I'm standing and then straight about, boy, right about into that tree. So I may have to turn it a little bit so I can get on this side of that tree because that's not what I wanted to chop down. Or I can go, actually this side would be better. So maybe tomorrow I'll clean out that little brush pile there. Or tonight, there we go. And get it pushed over my burn pile on this side. So I've got one burn pile, there's one over there, got that one back there, I got one way back over there, and one over in that corner from all the debris I've been cleaning up today, and yesterday I think. But I may hop on the Mini and take out another tree or two. I don't know what time it is, it's 7-ish I guess. But looking pretty good. Well, it's the next day and the wind's pretty light today, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some of these piles burned, and then we might have some rain coming in possibly tonight and maybe tomorrow, so it'd be good to get it burned, let it smolder for a while, and then the rain should put out if we get the rain. But after that, hopefully we can start getting the fence in. Well, of course, some of the wood in here is green, but a lot of it was dead. So if the dead stuff can stay, get hot enough, it will burn the green that I cut down yesterday. But there's an awful lot of dead in there too. So starting a fire, you don't want to use gasoline. That'll blow up in your face. In fact, Natalie's brother, I think when he was 17 years old, 18 years old, something like that, maybe even 16, I'm not sure. But anyways, tried to set a brush pile on fire with some gasoline that he had drained out of a car he was working on, blew up on him and burnt him from basically his neck clear down his right side, which he was lighting with his right hand, and all the way down his chest to about his waistline, because I'm pretty sure he had his shirt off. It was hot summer, and just blew up on him and melted his skin off. So yeah, definitely do not use gasoline. Diesel burns. It won't explode like that, especially in a big ventilated area like being outside like this. So you can dump some diesel on it, and when you light it, it starts up nice and slow. So that's a good way to get fires going if you don't have, you know, paper or things like that to use. But I've used diesel many times and it works really good. So I'll let these guys smolder for a while, and I lit them on the south side. Our wind's out of the south today, so that will help to blow the fire actually into the pile and help it burn through. So hopefully these will burn all the way through today, and now I'm left with half the rubble that I can pile up into another pile and burn later on. Got a couple dead trees in the tree line to get out still. Just took down that one, and then Barry showed up and said he had some free time to help. Every time I turn around, there's just something else that's in the way of the fence, or that could fall on the fence potentially in the future. So we're trying to eliminate a lot of those issues now. Going along the tree line, of course, is not the best option, but we're trying to stay on the side where the wind comes in at. So if any branches do fall, hopefully they'll fall away from the fence instead of on the fence. That's our thought anyways. We'll have to see if it works. Time will tell. Well, this locust was still alive, but I wanted to go ahead and get it out of here just because they're so nasty. You can see here this barb, and get it off. That's the length of my forearm and my hand. And they get bigger too. Oh, broke it in half. Look at that nasty sucker. So if I didn't have the metal tracks on my tires here, I would have so many flat tires. It'd be ridiculous. So I'm really amazed that nothing's gotten through and punctured a tire since I put these tracks on. Before I put the tracks on, I did get flat tires back when we first bought the property. And that first year it was so wet and so mucky that I actually bought those tracks used so that I could even move around out here. It was just such a mess. But now they're saving me from getting flat tires all the time, which is great. Well, that was a very aggravating cut. So I just sharpened this blade, and what I had was a walking blade. Or a blade that's not cut right, and then what happens is your blade wants to curve up. So as I'm cutting, it starts walking and walking and turning up and up and up. So then you try to cut from the other side, and then it wants to cut down, or you want to cut it, and then it starts to cut up again, and it doesn't cut straight, it doesn't cut good, and it just takes forever. I should have just stopped, gone back and got a different blade. So basically that happens when you're sharpening it, and you get your alignment gets messed up somewhere along the way, and then it wants to go whoop on you. And of course you can't cut that way because your bar is flat. It doesn't want to loop up like that, so it just binds on you the whole time, and it just sucks. So I'm gonna go back and get a better blade. I'll probably sharpen 2 or 3 just to make sure. See, now this is why the goats and I don't get along, because I left you guys here with specific instructions to sharpen all of the chainsaw blades. And how many did you do? How many did you do, Pumper? Did you even do 1? How about you, Noli? Huh? Look at that. There's my blades. They're not sharpened. Hmm? Hmm? You just being big babies? Yes. You're just like big stupid dogs. Yes, big stupid dogs who like their heads rubbed. Yes. Okay, I got another blade sharpened, and I think the reason why it wasn't working very well was because when I looked at the sharpening wheel, it was worn out on that side. So I turned it around, got this one a little more square on the edge. Maybe it's about time I order a new wheel for that. It'll be the third wheel I've ordered for that, but it's done a lot of blades for me. So go ahead and get this last one down, and hopefully the GoPro won't screw up on me. I've been having an issue. It's a GoPro 9. I've been having a problem with it. If the battery dies while I'm filming, I lose everything on the card. That's happened to me several times. So we're trying to make the videos still jive the best we can, but it's highly annoying. But I've got 33 percentage of power, so we'll put it on time lapse and see if we can make this work. If you're seeing this and you don't see anything from today, no cutting wood, no fires, no nothing, then I lost everything on my card. So fingers crossed. That one went a lot better. I was able to get the main tree down, which was split in two. One of the pieces got stuck up in the tree, so I'm gonna get the skid steer and push that down. But I was able to cut that down and then cut everything up on the ground in less time than it took me to cut that first one down. So I should have just stopped and went and sharpened a new blade and come back and be good to go. But sometimes when you're on camera where you just want to get something done, you don't feel like stopping. But gotta get that one piece down before it falls, and then push all this into the pile, and then I'll be done for the day.